Disrespect is universal. No one escapes it. Disrespect is something every single person faces. It comes in different forms. Someone ignores you, someone laughs at you, someone speaks to you as if you don't matter. It cuts, it stings, and it follows you through life. No matter who you are, no matter what you've achieved, disrespect will find its way to your doorstep, from the kid in school being mocked, to the worker overlooked by a boss, to the man or woman who built success but still faces whispers behind their back. It spares no one. Let me tell you something. You cannot live a life where disrespect does not exist. You cannot erase it, but you can decide how it shapes you. And that choice, that decision, is where your true strength is found. The real question, how will you respond? The real question is not whether disrespect will come, it will. The real question is this: when it comes, how will you respond? Will you let it eat away at you, keep you awake at night, replaying words that don't deserve your energy, or will you rise above it? Walk with dignity and show that no insult can define you. Because your response decides whether disrespect is a weapon that weakens you or a tool that strengthens you. From classrooms to boardrooms, it follows everywhere. Disrespect doesn't vanish when you grow older or when you rise higher. It doesn't disappear when you get a title or earn more money. It follows you. In school, it's the mocking words. At work, it's being dismissed or underestimated. In life, it's the whispers, the fake smiles, the people waiting for you to fail. It never goes away. But here's the truth: it's not meant to go away. It's meant to test you, to see if you will break under it or rise stronger because of it. Fight back, stay silent, or rise above. When disrespect hits, you have three options. You can fight back, wasting energy, proving yourself to people who already made up their minds. You can stay silent, letting the wound bleed inside you while they think they've won. Or you can rise above. Rising above doesn't mean ignoring it. It means turning it into fuel. It means walking so high, so focused that their words can't reach you anymore. That is the choice that separates those who stay bitter from those who grow strong. The promise: 5 lessons that will change everything. And that's why today we will walk through 5 lessons, 5 powerful truths that will change how you face disrespect forever. These lessons aren't theory, they are practical, they are real, and they come from the same wisdom that shaped the lives of those who refuse to be broken by mockery or hate. By the end, you will see disrespect differently. You will no longer carry it as a weight. You will use it as a weapon for growth. And if you live these lessons, nothing, no insult, no doubt, no betrayal will ever hold you down again. Disrespect will come, but your reaction is your choice. Disrespect will come. It is not a question of if, but when. Someone will doubt you. Someone will talk down to you. Someone will look at you as if you are less than what you know yourself to be. You cannot control their mouth, their actions, or their attitude, but you can control what happens inside you. And that control is the greatest weapon you will ever hold. Too many people spend their lives trying to stop others from disrespecting them. That is wasted energy. You cannot stop it, but you can decide how you respond. Will you let their words poison your mind? Or will you stand firm, refusing to let their weakness pull you down? That's the choice. Disrespect may knock at your door every day, but you get to choose whether you let it in or shut it out. The mirror of insults, don't believe the reflection. Think of disrespect like a mirror. When someone insults you, they're holding up their own reflection and trying to convince you it's yours. They want you to see yourself through their broken glass. But their reflection is not who you are. Their words are not your truth. If you stare into that mirror long enough, you start to believe the lies, the twisted image, the distorted picture of yourself. And once you believe it, they no longer need to keep disrespecting you. You will do it to yourself. Don't fall into that trap. Don't take ownership of their insults. Their mirror is cracked, and it cannot show you the real image of your worth. Look beyond it. See yourself clearly, because your value does not come from their words. It comes from your character. Detach your identity from their words. When you tie your identity to someone's opinion, you give them control over your life. If they call you weak and you start to believe it, you walk weaker. If they call you a failure and you accept it, you start living like one. That is the danger of attaching your sense of self to the mouths of others. Detach. Their words are air. Nothing more. They can float around you, but they don't have to live inside you. You are not who they say you are. You are who you choose to become. And the only opinion that should shape you is the one you hold of yourself. If you don't separate your identity from their disrespect, you'll always be a puppet dancing on their strings. Cut the strings and take back your power. If every comment shapes you, you'll never build your own shape. If every comment cuts you, molds you, and shapes you, then who are you really? You're nothing but clay in the hands of people who don't even care about you. One insult makes you shrink. One compliment makes you swell. Back and forth, tossed around, never steady, never whole. That is not living, that is surviving on borrowed opinions. And let me tell you something. If you live like that, you'll never build your own shape. You'll be whoever the crowd decides you are today. True strength is deciding, this is who I am, and refusing to let anyone's words bend you out of shape. Stop giving people that much power. You are not their creation. You are your own. They don't decide who you are. You do at the end of the day. They don't decide who you are. They don't write your story. They don't define your worth. They can throw words, they can throw shade, they can throw doubt, but none of it sticks unless you let it. Who you are is built on the choices you make, the standards you live by, and the vision you refuse to let go of. So stop waiting for them to give you respect. Stop waiting for them to hand you validation. Decide for yourself. Stand on your own 2 feet and declare with your actions, not your words, exactly who you are. Did you carry it, or did you let it go? Think back to the last time someone disrespected you. Maybe it was small, maybe it was big, but ask yourself this: did you carry it, or did you let it go? Did you replay it in your mind for hours, letting it ruin your mood, your focus, your peace? Or did you drop it, move forward, and keep your strength intact? Because every time you carry disrespect, you hand over a piece of yourself, but every time you let it go, you rise higher. The question isn't whether disrespect will come. The question is whether you'll stay chained to it or free yourself from it. And freedom, real freedom, is choosing to let it go. You can't stop disrespect. You can't stop people from talking down, doubting you, mocking you, or trying to break you with words. But here's the truth. You don't need to stop it. What you need to do is decide what it becomes. Every insult, every doubt, every smirk, they all carry energy, and energy can destroy you or it can build you. That choice is yours. Too many waste years complaining about how people treat them. Complaining changes nothing. What matters is transformation. Will you let disrespect drain you, or will you turn it into fuel? That's where strength is born. Not in silence, not in revenge, but in power. The power to take negativity and bend it toward growth. Disrespect doesn't end you, it shapes you if you choose to use it. From mockery to motivation, the story of the greats. Look at the greatest achievers in history and you'll find a common thread. Mockery was their beginning, not their end. People laughed at Edison when his first inventions failed. They mocked Muhammad Ali, telling him he was arrogant, only to watch him become the greatest boxer alive. They doubted Oprah, telling her she'd never succeed in television, only for her to build an empire. Every "you can't" became their proof that they must. The world tried to bury them with words, but they used those very words as bricks to climb higher. That's the pattern of greatness. Disrespect transformed into motivation. The greats didn't let mockery define them, they let it ignite them. You have the same choice. Their story can be your story if you're willing to turn insults into fuel instead of chains, gasoline or fire. Disrespect can burn you or power you. Disrespect is like gasoline. Spill it, and it burns everything around you. Your peace, your focus, your strength misused. It destroys you from the inside out. But channel it properly. and gasoline becomes fuel. It powers engines. It drives motion. The same insult that could break you could also push you further than you've ever gone. The same hate that could tear you down could push you to build higher. It's all about direction. Do you let the fire spread uncontrolled, or do you take hold of it and use it to go further? That's the choice every moment of disrespect hands you. Fire is dangerous, but it's also powerful. Handle it right, and you'll turn destruction into unstoppable momentum. Stop complaining. Start building from the pain. Too many people stay stuck because they complain about the disrespect instead of building from it. They talk about how unfair it is. They replay the insult again and again. They beg the world to change. But nothing changes until you do. Complaints don't build. Complaints don't strengthen. Complaints don't elevate. Pain does. Discipline does. Work does. Every insult is a tool. You can either throw it away and cry about it, or pick it up and use it to hammer your foundation stronger. Stop wasting energy wishing the world was kinder. Use that energy to build yourself tougher. Because when you grow, when you rise, when you succeed, disrespect becomes powerless. Turn pain into power, hate into hunger, disrespect into drive. This is the mantra. Turn pain into power, turn hate into hunger, turn disrespect into drive. Repeat it until it burns into your mind, because that's the formula for strength. Pain is not an ending, it's raw material. Hate is not a curse, it's a spark. Disrespect is not defeat, it's fuel. The people who win in life are not the ones who avoid insults. They are the ones who convert them. They are the alchemists of pain. They take what was meant to break them and transform it into the reason they rise. That's what separates the average from the unstoppable. The world throws pain. You answer with power. Discipline. The channel that transforms emotion into strength. But here's the key. Emotion alone isn't enough. Anger without discipline becomes destruction. Pain without direction becomes paralysis. The bridge between disrespect and greatness is discipline. Study harder, train longer, work smarter, build daily. Discipline is the channel that takes wild energy and shapes it into progress. Without it, you're just burning out. With it, you're moving forward. Even the critics couldn't stop Denzel, and neither can yours. Denzel Washington faced doubters too. People questioned his faith, his discipline, his place in Hollywood, but he stayed the course. He let his consistency answer his critics, and today his legacy speaks louder than any insult ever could. The same is true for you. Critics won't stop coming, but if Denzel's critics couldn't stop him, yours can't stop you, unless you let them. Keep building, keep rising. Let your success silence the disrespect. Respect isn't demanded, it's earned through who you are. Respect isn't something you shout for. It's not something you demand with anger or force. True respect is never handed out because you asked. It's earned through character, consistency, and integrity. Look around. The people most desperate for respect rarely have it. They pound their chest. They argue endlessly. They demand attention, and yet deep down they know it's hollow. On the other hand, those who live with principle, who stay steady, who carry themselves with discipline, these people don't need to ask. Respect follows them naturally. It's not about position or popularity. It's about presence. You can't fake it and you can't shortcut it. The truth is simple. Who you are speaks louder than anything you say. And if you want respect, you don't demand it. You become the kind of person who commands it. Chasing respect weakens you. Commanding it builds you. Chasing respect is like chasing shadows. The more you reach, the more it slips away. Begging for validation will always leave you empty, because it puts power in someone else's hand. Every time you seek approval, you trade your strength for their opinion. That's weakness. But when you stop chasing and start commanding, everything shifts. How do you command respect? By embodying discipline, consistency, and strength. By standing firm in your value, by living in a way that makes people take notice without you ever saying a word. Commanding respect doesn't mean arrogance. It means self-mastery. It means you respect yourself so deeply that others have no choice but to follow. Weakness chases, strength commands. And the moment you stop begging for it and start embodying it, you become unshakable. Discipline and excellence. Silence disrespect without words. The most powerful response to disrespect isn't shouting back, it's excellence. A disciplined life silences every insult. A consistent grind makes every critic irrelevant. Because no matter what people say, results can't be denied. You don't have to fight every voice. You don't have to explain yourself to doubters. Let your results do the speaking. Let your discipline carry the weight. Denzel didn't rise to greatness by clapping back at every critic. He rose by being so excellent that disrespect had no ground left to stand on. That's the secret. You don't need to defend yourself when your actions are undeniable. Words fade, results remain. Discipline is the sharpest silence you'll ever carry. The eagle doesn't argue with crows. It flies higher. Have you ever seen an eagle stop mid-flight to argue with a crow? Never. Crows may call, they may peck, they may try to annoy, but the eagle doesn't waste time fighting. It simply flies higher until the crows can't follow. That's your motto. Stop wasting energy bickering with people who live beneath your vision. Stop lowering yourself to their level just to prove a point. Every time you argue with the crows, you lose altitude. And altitude is everything. The higher you rise in discipline and excellence and focus, the quieter the noise becomes. Let them talk, let them mock. Your job isn't to fight back. Your job is to ascend so high that their voices can't even reach you anymore. Do you want to argue with the crowd or rise above it? That's the question you must answer. Do you want to spend your life arguing with the crowd, wasting energy on those who will never see your vision? Or do you want to rise above it? Arguments drain you. Elevation builds you. Fighting for validation ties you down. Living with discipline frees you. The crowd will always have something to say, but their noise is only as strong as your willingness to listen. You don't win by lowering yourself to their level, you win by choosing altitude. Stop fighting for respect. Start building the kind of life that commands it without a word. The choice is clear. Stay in the crowd or rise above it. Success, faith, and discipline speak louder than shouting back. You don't need to shout. You don't need to fight. Success, faith, and discipline are louder than any comeback you could ever give. Success shuts down doubt. Faith keeps you steady when insults rise. Discipline ensures you keep moving forward no matter what's thrown at you. These three are unshakable. And when you build your life on them, you never need to explain yourself again. Don't explain. Don't beg. Don't chase. Elevate. This is the command. Don't explain. Don't beg. Don't chase. Elevate. Live higher. Work harder. Stand taller. Let your life, your discipline, your results speak for you. That's how you earn respect. Not by demanding it, but by becoming undeniable. All external respect begins with internal respect. Before anyone respects you, you must respect yourself. External respect is a reflection of the strength you carry within. People can sense when you hold yourself in high regard. They mirror it back to you. But if you doubt your worth, if you constantly seek approval, the world will never take you seriously. Internal respect is the foundation. It sets the tone for how you walk, speak, and react. It teaches you boundaries and ensures no one can cross them without consequence. Start there, with yourself. Build your self-respect like a fortress. When it's strong, external disrespect loses its power. No words, no insults, no betrayal can shake the person who stands firmly within themselves. If you don't respect yourself, every insult cuts deep. Here's the hard truth. If you don't respect yourself, every word of criticism, every slight, every mockery will pierce you. You'll replay them, carry them, and let them dictate your mood and action. Without self-respect, you give control of your life to others' opinions. But when you build respect for yourself, insults become powerless. They are just words, noise that bounces off your armor. Self-respect acts as the barrier between you and the world's attempts to wound you. Build it, and no matter what comes, you remain steady, strong, and unshaken. Self-respect is armor. With it, nothing breaks you. Imagine self-respect as armor. Without it, every slight, every insult, every disrespectful word cuts through you. You bleed internally, carrying the weight of others' opinions. But with it, nothing can pierce you. Words bounce off, actions fail to shake you. Disrespect becomes irrelevant because your foundation is unbreakable. Armor isn't built overnight. It's forged daily through discipline, decisions, and consistent self-worth. Protect yourself with it. Wear it proudly. When life throws disrespect your way, let it bounce off and fuel your growth instead of tearing you down. Respect your time. Respect your discipline. Respect your dream. Respect starts with action. Respect your time. Don't waste it on people who belittle or drain you. Respect your discipline. Stay committed even when the world doubts you. Respect your dream. Prioritize it above the distractions, the insults, and the noise. Each act of respect for yourself strengthens the inner armor. Every choice to guard your energy, to keep your focus, to uphold your standards, builds a person others naturally honor. Self-respect is visible in how you treat your time, your goals, and your commitments. Honor these, and respect from others follows effortlessly. Why expect value from others if you don't value yourself? How can you expect anyone to treat you with respect if you don't treat yourself that way first? People reflect back the standards you set. If you tolerate disrespect, you teach the world it's acceptable. If you compromise your values, you signal that your worth is negotiable. Respect yourself first, and suddenly others have no choice but to mirror that. You cannot control everyone else, but you can control how you carry yourself. Value yourself enough to refuse disrespect, and the world adjusts to meet you there. It begins with you. It ends with you. Self-respect begins with a choice, and it ends with no one but yourself. No one else can give it to you, and no one else can take it away if you hold it tightly. You are the source of your worth. Build it, protect it, and let it guide every decision you make. The power to live free of disrespect lies entirely within you. Faith, responsibility, and discipline, the foundations of true respect. Faith, responsibility, and discipline form the core of self-respect. Faith keeps you grounded in your purpose. Responsibility ensures you honor your commitment. Discipline turns intent into action. Together they create a life that commands respect naturally. Build these daily and you will be untouchable. Respected not because you demand it, but because you have earned it from within. 5 lessons that change how you face disrespect. Let's take a moment to recap. We've walked through 5 powerful lessons that can change how you handle disrespect forever. First, don't let it define you. Your identity is yours alone. Second, silence can be stronger than any reaction. Use it wisely. Third, turn disrespect into fuel. Let it push you, not pull you down. Fourth, earn respect by living above it. Discipline, excellence in character speak louder than words. Fifth, build unshakable inner respect, the foundation of every interaction, every relationship, every success. These lessons aren't just concepts, they are actionable truths. They are the difference between living under the weight of disrespect and rising above it. Remember, disrespect is inevitable, but how you respond will define your life. You now hold the tools to transform every insult into power, every challenge into growth. Disrespect isn't leaving, but you're no longer the same. Disrespect will keep coming, that is certain. But here's what has changed. You're no longer the same person you were before. You've learned how to carry yourself with dignity, how to stand firm, and how to transform negativity into strength. Every insult now has less power. Every doubt now fuels your rise. You are stronger, sharper, and more focused than ever. The disrespect may persist, but it no longer controls you. Don't just hear this message, live it. Hearing these words isn't enough. Understanding isn't enough. You must act. Apply these lessons every day in every interaction. Make them a part of who you are. Let them guide your reactions, your decisions, and the way you carry yourself. Living them is the only way to make this transformation real. Climactic rhythm. Define, stand firm, fuel, rise, respect. Remember the rhythm. Define yourself. Don't let others do it. Stand firm. Control your reaction. Fuel your fire. Turn pain into power. Rise higher. Don't argue. Elevate. Respect yourself first, because that is the root of all respect. Repeat it. Live it. Breathe it. This rhythm is your path to unshakable strength. Handle disrespect with power and live with respect forever. The ultimate truth is this: Handle disrespect with power, and you will live with respect forever. Not because the world gives it to you, but because you have earned it. Walk with dignity. Stand with discipline. Respond with strength. Let the lessons you've learned guide every step. Disrespect will come, but now you rise above it, and nothing can stop you.